So I was just talking about slowing things down and chilling out, and my phone died. So, hi, I have drawn a card. I've drawn a card, and it's a very interesting card. So, what I was saying was, it's now 8 minutes past midnight here in London, and I've been out to a play tonight, and I took the tube there, and as on the tube I was thinking about my Moonology certification launch, which closes, the 50% off ends in about 8 hours from now. So if you want to get the course with 50% off, you have 8 hours left. And so I drew a card for everybody who is thinking about doing the certification course and just hasn't been too sure about whether or not to do it. And then my phone died. I'm now on my computer. And so, is this card for you? If you are thinking about doing the Moonology certification course, is this card for you? I just want to quickly remind you what's in the certification course for those of you who are thinking of doing it. It's a brilliant course. I recorded it with Hay House I reckon about 4 or 5 years ago now. I will say I was about 20 kilos heavier, so don't mind that too much. But it's amazing. It's got all about the new moon and the full moon, the new moon through all the signs, the full moon through all the signs, the daily moon through all the signs, through all the houses, how to look at your chart. And as I was saying just before I was so rudely disconnected by my telephone, I think the best thing about the course that makes it different from anything else you could do, any other book you could read, any other free info you could get online, apart from, I think that people know that I am a pretty serious astrologer and that they can trust me, I like to think. I did ask people if in a survey once if they trusted me, and I had a very, very high response. Like about 80% of people said, yes, I do very much trust you, which I was very pleased about. But apart from the fact, I think you can trust my astrology and trust my teachings. So, you're going to get a really, really good grounding. And I think you can trust Hay House as well to really deliver a great product. And this was a product made by Hay House, this course. It's the first time I've sold it just myself, although you can still buy it through the Hay House, but not with 50% off, which we're doing right now. I asked permission to do that. I think it's the professional stuff in there because this is actually a certification program. And so if you want to get certified so that you can give Moonology readings for people, you can do moon circles, you can run workshops, day-long workshops, weekend workshops, then this course has this added information. It's the certification part of it, which I think makes it really special and really different. And I was thinking about it on the tube today, and I was thinking I've done everything I can to tell people out there what it's all about. We've sold hundreds of courses, which is absolutely brilliant. I'm absolutely delighted. We're going to have all these new certified moonologists all around the world. And I was thinking something that I actually don't do, but you could do maybe if it appeals to you, or even I might do it as well, was you could actually, in terms of having one-to-one clients, you could actually have a client that you see every 2 weeks, and at the 2 week mark of the new moon, you tell them what's going on in their chart for the new moon, you tell them which sign the new moon is in, and you tell them which house of their chart it's in, and then at the full moon you'd give them the same information, but it's which sign is the full moon in, which house is it in, which house is it straddling, because the full moon always straddles two houses. I was thinking that would actually be a really good thing because there'd be plenty of people out there who would really appreciate having that every 2 week check-in with someone who can tell them this is where all the energy is in your chart. And for you as a moonologist, it'd be great because it's a way to get regular clients who are going to keep coming back to you for their update. You could probably get people to commit to say 3 months or 6 months or even 12 months. So what I'm trying to do with the Moonology certification, especially this time around, I used to just kind of offer it to people because honestly it changed my life knowing all this stuff, and then it became my job. But instead of sort of just like trying to appeal to people and say it changed my life and it can change yours too, I've actually really pitched it to people who want to use it to earn money. So the three people that we've really been focusing on have been the people who can't stand their job and want to do something more spiritually aligned. And as I keep saying, don't quit your day job. Don't just like quit your job and just, wait for the clients to come. Get yourself like 5 or 10 clients, especially if you can do something regular. Like I was just suggesting that Moonology readings for people would be really valuable for people, especially if you also learn astrology and then you can take it up a level. But even just with the Moonology, they'll get a lot out of it. Trust me. You can do intentions with them, you can do release work with them, all sorts of stuff. And if you're already, anyway, I'll get to that in a minute. But if you really don't like what you do and you want something new, it can work for you like that. If you have a job you love, but you just want some money on the side and you want to help people and you want that extra money to come from something spiritual, perfect. And then if you're already a healer, it can also be another string to your bow, another revenue stream for you in your business. And as I was saying, if you also know astrology, you can take it up a level and go even deeper and probably do even deeper readings. But what you could do, even if you're just doing the Moonology is so powerful because basically at new moon we set intentions, at full moon we release it all to the divine. And even just doing that with clients would be really, really, really powerful. I actually do that for a couple of friends, but I don't charge them. I just do it for a couple of friends who, especially if someone's going through a hard time, I'll just sort of help them understand this is where the energies are in your chart. So if you are thinking of doing the course, is this card for you? And I thought it was such an interesting card. It actually fell out, of the pack when I was about to come on and do this second live. So if this card is for you, interesting card, it's the Embrace Uncertainty card. And I thought that's a really interesting card to embrace uncertainty, because if you are going to commit to doing this course, and if you've just hopped on, it's 50% off right now. It's 199 American. You will pay that off in 4 readings, okay? You'll need 4 readings and you've paid the course off. Plus, if you already work with spiritual development, you can almost certainly claim it as a tax deduction. But if you're just starting, if you're just thinking, I want to do more meaningful work, and you're not really sure how you're going to do it, or if you're going to do it, or how, if you can do it and all that, that is, I think, where this card comes in, to embrace uncertainty and just to give it a go and to trust that sometimes, the way isn't clear. And I actually put a quote in, the description of this video from Gide, which is one of my favorite quotes. It's, if you want to discover new lands, you have to be willing to lose sight of the shore. Okay, to me, that was just a mind-blowing quote when I first heard it. And I think that it really applies here, because if you want to do something different in your life, if you are willing to do something different in your life, then you do need to be prepared to be a little bit uncertain, to sort of go into this thinking, oh my God, can I do it? Is it going to be too hard? I'm telling you, it's actually not that hard at all. It's fairly easy. And I like to think that I made it really easy in the online course. You might think, oh, I don't have time. Well, guess what? It's only 11 hours. You can find 11 hours, even if you do 1 hour a week for 11 weeks. Although quite a few of the people that I've spoken to who've done the course, what they tended to do was to do 3 hours at a time or something like that on a weekend when they had a minute to themselves. And and so, can I afford it is another question people have. And well, it's 50% off. It's not going to get any better than that. And I promise you, if you do the course, and we're also giving, I'm actually going to do is about a month after we close the doors, which we close the doors at midnight Pacific time tonight. We're going to do in a week, we're going to do a small little catch up, but then in another month, I think we're going to do a really another Q&A on Zoom, and I'm going to start to help you to work out how to get your business launched so that you can pay the thing off in about 4 readings. So I would say embrace uncertainty, just go for it. If your heart is telling you, yes, I really want to do this, it's moonologycertification.com, moonologycertification.com. It's 50% off. We do this once a year, and that special is going to end in about 8 hours. So if you want to get it, You got to click the link and do it now, because after that the price is going to double. So I just want to thank you for anyone who's watched me doing all this. Thank you for all of you who've bought the course already. We're really going to work together to make a really amazing community of certified moonologists. And I just want to thank, I feel like we've worked so hard on this launch to get this out into the world. And always thanks to Sahib, who works for me. He's probably fast asleep right now, I hope. Just thank you to all my spiritual team that have helped me. It's been amazing. I'd love you to do the course. It's a really good course. It will really equip you. And even if you just use it for yourself and your friends, it will be a gift that you give yourself. But if you want to use it professionally, it really, honestly, will stand you in amazing good stead. All right, so that's it from me. I'm going to go to sleep, and I wish you lots and lots of love, and see you later.